let me ask you guys just a little bit about your journey, and just I'm excited for both of you. Now Tanya, you are from Nikolaev, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Oh, that's cool. All right, now Travis, tell me a little bit about what tour was it on when you came?
It was the November tour of 2019, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 19.
Wow. So, and you just got back and you got into America. Tell me when you got your visa, and let's go. I'm gonna put this all out of order. What fascinates me is the story that doesn't normally get told. It's like you guys met, and then you had COVID,
Right.
and it's like, oh my God. So tell me about what it was like after you're in love, and now were you able to go see her, or how did you guys survive such a long time frame?
It was definitely rough. So she got here May 12th is when she flew in, and then she interviewed the end of April, I think. April for the embassy.
Interview?
Yeah, for U.S. Embassy.
Yeah, it's 27.
27 April. And she wanted to get
Of
things
this
in order
year.
before she came.
Of
Yeah.
this year. Okay.
Yeah.
And then before that, though, with COVID, Ukraine closed their borders, and then they had closed them for, it was from like March to like June something, or July. I don't remember. But as soon as I could fly, I flew. And I'm a travel nurse, so it happened to line up like right at the end of one of my contracts. So as soon as I heard a rumor before it was even official, I was like, well, let me hold on getting another contract. And then I was able to come, and I was we actually talked about that. I was one of the first ones here after Ukraine opened their borders to foreigners. And that was interesting because they didn't know what they were doing either, because it was new to them. And then they closed them again in September, I think, and opened them up again at the end of September. It's just been back and forth with people doing their whatever they want to do with quarantines and everything like that. But it's been, we talked every single day. There wasn't a single day that went by that we didn't talk in some form.
You crazy?
Yeah, a little crazy. So that's how we survived a lot of video chatting.
Oh, yeah. That's adorable. That's adorable. All right, now let's go all the way back to the beginning, and we'll come back to your wedding and all this stuff later, but I want to go back to the beginning. So Tanya, I want to ask you, before you even came to our event, first of all, what was your life like? What were you doing? And then what made you want to come to a Dream Connections event? So let's talk pre-Travis.
Oh, sorry, I just English not so good.
What was your job? Yeah, what was your job and before in Nikolaev?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with that. What was your work?
Shop customer. Yeah, and when before I go for embassy, I tell for my boss when I need leave. So, and embassy when I have answer, it's right. So we'll be happy. Travis, when next day I fly. Yeah. It's so crazy. He always, come on, ready now. I want to see you. Come on, you need to fly now. But I want little time. I need to. I have so much clothes and I need to move. But...
Oh my gosh! So how many clothes were there? Was it a lot of suitcases or boxes, or how did you get all of her clothes?
She did 2 suitcases just packed to the brim, and then she did a ship. Must have been like 30 kilos, 30. I think 30 kilos, yeah, and it was international ship. It took like a month and a half to get here.
But I live so much fun in Ukraine.
And she still has a lot in Ukraine. So she worked at a boutique. So she has a lot of clothes.
Of course, you brought all the shoes, though, right? That's the most important. The tufli.
Yeah, a lot of shoes. Yeah.
Come on.
It's good. It's a good thing. We love you being beautiful. So please wear shoes. It's all good.
Much.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all good. That's so cute. All right. So during COVID, was there a lot of delays in your visa process?
Yeah, because they had, even when Ukraine was open, the embassy was shut down for the majority of that time. They had opened briefly in the summer, I think, for like maybe a month, and then they shut down again.
September only one
Yeah.
month.
And then
month.
they opened
Mhm.
September for 1 month,
Yeah.
and then they closed down again. And then it came out that they were focusing mainly on like K1 visas, like fiance visas, marriage visas, and they weren't really doing like the student stuff and any of that. They were trying to, get all the K1s and the other whatever the marriage one is out of the way. And then we got notification. I was checking almost daily because she gave me the website where you could like schedule the interview or whatever. So I
Mhm.
was checking pretty frequently, and I saw that they were taking interviews, that they were scheduling appointments, and there was only one day that she could have chosen because they had, I don't know how they were booking it out, if they were just doing it every so often, but there was only one day, and I said, you got to schedule this appointment, because all I could do was look at it. I couldn't, she had all the information, and because I guess they make accounts or whatever for immigration.
Mhm.
So she had to go on and make the appointment, and she did, thankfully.
Mhm.
Because there was only one day. I was like, what is this?
Wow.
Yeah. 2 times one day. It's
Yeah, it's for the 27th, and there was
yeah.
only 2 appointment slots left.
No more.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, grab it quick, grab it, grab
Yeah,
it.
I was like, go.
for only 8.
Oh my God. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so Travis, let's go backtrack to you now as well. Let's start from the beginning. Before you came on the tour, tell us about what you do for a living, where you live, and what your life's like.
So I've been a nurse since 2018. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've been working pretty hard up until I met Tanya. I was working 48, 60 hours a week for months on end. Every once in a while I'd take a couple, not really time off, but I would not work as much, just work my normal 36 hours or whatever. And I've been doing that since 2018 when I graduated from nursing school. Before that, I was in college. Before that, I was in the military. And then I saw, I don't remember how I came across Dream Connections, but I had been looking at YouTube videos and watching, looking at the website almost weekly, if not more frequently, for about a year before I pulled the trigger on it, before I even reached out to you guys and even interviewed with Arena at the time. And I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did too, brother. All right, so your tour was like, what was it like when you saw at the table? Was it love at first sight, or did it just come over your first dates, or what was this chemistry like?
She was actually not in the original, I forget what you guys call it, the
The
round
meet and
table
greet
stuff.
events.
She was
Yeah,
not
the meet
at
and greet
that.
events.
I had to, yeah, the meet and greet events. She wasn't at that. She had to work, or something was wrong with your cat, I think.
Yeah, it's my
Mia,
cat. PC
yeah.
is sick.
Her cat was sick, so
I
she didn't
forget
go.
anything. I need help,
Really?
my baby.
That's a wait a minute. That's a real excuse? I thought that was a made up excuse.
No,
Yeah.
her cat is her life. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
All right, so this
that's,
was a one of those extra dates. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
romance coach gives you a list of additional ladies you could date, and you pick. Well, you know, it's good for you, Travis, because if she was at the meet and greet event, everybody would have wanted to go out with her, right? So it was meant to be.
Right? Yep. Just me.
So tell Irina, thank you.
Well, I tell her.
And
No. Tell the cat.
I've
Tell
told
the
her
cat thank you. Tell the cat thank you.
yeah. When I'm not coming.
That's great. All right, so now I want to get this clear. You guys got married,
Mhm.
and what did you do that in America, or did you do it over there first?
We did it here. So we did the K1 visa route. She wanted to get married in Ukraine.
I want. It's
Yeah.
you tell me.
I
We
think
get
both.
married.
But
But you started.
I had hired Oksana, the attorney that you guys had on your
Right.
website. I don't know if you still do, but
Yeah, of course.
She's pretty awesome, very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I told her that I think the first time that I was able to go, so when I was able to fly to her in June, when they lifted the quarantine restrictions for Ukraine, I ended up just deciding not to. I'd been working as a travel nurse and I was making pretty good money, so I had a lot saved up. So I had made a decision I was just going to stay with Tanya for 3 months, and we were talking about like getting married instead of just waiting for the visa. And I talked to Oksana, my attorney, and she was like, if you get married in Ukraine, she's like, I'm not going to stop you from doing that, but if you do it, it's going to start the whole process over again. We're going to have to kick everything back out. We're going to have to redo the process as a marriage visa instead of the fiance visa, and it's not going to be any faster. I said, all right, well, I guess we'll just wait then, because we've already been waiting for so long.
Yeah.
And we're already in the system and everything, so we'll just wait.
Good call.
Yeah.
But 1 year,
Yeah.
maybe a little more, we wait too.
Yeah, a little more than a year we wait.
Yeah. I just was asked this question yesterday because I've got these guys. We're right in the middle of the July tour, right? When we're interviewing and it's being recorded. And we have some guys here who they were done on day 2. They found their lady. The two of them are like ancient souls. They've known each other forever. And everybody looking at them goes like, yeah, we know, guys, get a room. You guys are cute. We got it. But, so they already asked me about the visa process. And already we're now getting, in this year, we're getting guys getting, 4.5 to 6 months time frames again, instead of like during 2020 when it was a year. So they're trying to catch up quickly, and get back into a normal routine. But my heart went out to all you guys last year. There's about 30 of you guys that were in the middle of this process, and everything just got stopped for like 5 months. Right. And it just doubled the time, and everybody was like, no, my love is there. And it's hard to be apart for that long. And so my heart's out to you guys. You guys made it. Now you're on the other side. But I always tell guys too, trust me, when you get home and you have it in your home, you guys are done, you don't care. It's over. That was so far back there, you don't even think about it.
Right. If it does feel like so long ago.
Yeah. And if you have so looks you crazy, it's more hard.
I love that. You're half soul. I love that. All right. So now, how long has Tanya now been there in your home? And then tell us a little bit about your plans, or are you just settling in?
She's pretty much settled in now. We've got everything unpacked, and she's overflown into another closet in another bedroom, but but it's fine. She came here, I think we got here May 13th. So she flew on May 12th, but she didn't want to stay overnight. And I don't know what's going on with the flights now, but there's no, before COVID happened, I was able to get flights back and forth to Ukraine without any layovers, without spending the night anywhere. And now it's not that way. So the only way that I could get her here same day was for her to fly to Atlanta. And I live in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. So I had to drive 4 hours to get her from Atlanta, Georgia.
Really? That sounds like a complaint, bro. I'm serious.
No. It was fine. It's cute because she didn't want to stay, and I understand, because I had to spend the night in Turkey when I came to see her in June of last year, and it was, you're staying in a foreign country, you don't speak the language, it's nerve-wracking. And so I totally get it. I didn't have a problem doing that.
Yeah.
And even if I did, oh well.
It's my first time. You need to keep me.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. It's like, hey, oh well, you got a wife. Get over it. It's the way it is.
Right. So then we got married July 10th, just 4 days ago, and we were doing the whole. So the problem I have with the visa, I've got a lot of problems with the visa process, but one of the problems I have with it is it doesn't really allow any time for you to plan when you're going to get married, like how you want to do it. And she's very, very minimal anyway. She just wanted to get married on the beach, right? But there's still some things. There's still some things that you need to do, and get a venue or permits and all this other stuff. And you've only got 90 days to get married on the visa. So we ended up just getting married in our own home. my mom and my mom's friend, and I had two of my close personal friends, one from work and one from elementary school, and they saw us get married, and then our first or second year anniversary, we're gonna redo like the actual wedding and do it on the beach and like renew our vows or whatever. So we just wanted to get the marriage out of the way just so it could satisfy the legal requirements, not have to worry about somebody wanting her to go back to Ukraine or anything like that. So we just decided to get married in our own home.
No, that's really cool. You guys just, what I love is I love the honeymoon energy. You're so in love. It's so cute. You know, it's got to be fun.
Oh,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
That's so cute. Well, anything else you want to add or tell the guys about your journey? I don't know if you had doubts or it just was just a sweet story, or, you know, what are your emotions on all this?
It was not the easiest thing to deal with. I mean, anyone, you know, I've heard people complain about like long distance relationships and they end up being like only an hour away from them. And it, you know, this is international distance relationships. So it's a little bit harder, and then COVID just made it that much more difficult. And then to each their own, I guess, but we survived because we talked every day. We were able to video chat every day. And that's kind of the level that she needs. And I could have went a day or two, you know, on my own, but you know, if you got to do what you got to do to keep your relationship good. And that's what we did.
Patience, so much
Patience, yes, a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Which I need to work on. Sorry.
And so gentle me.
Yeah, of course.
So Tanya, how did he handle this whole process? Was he good to you during this year and a half it took you to finally get there?
Просто для меня это, конечно, было необычно, но больше всего, когда вот мужчина дает возможность почувствовать себя комфортно, желанной, любимой, постоянно тебе пишет, разговаривает с тобой, ну, как бы, и Трайс все время мне дарил цветы, подарки, ну, как бы он давал внимание мне, уделял очень много даже. И я, ну, как бы видела, и он говорил всегда о будущем. И это очень важно, ну, чувствовать себя вот такой защищенной, можно сказать. И сейчас, вот, когда я смотрю на прошлые этапы, которые вот уже прошли наши отношения, считаю, что я тоже, ну, как бы мне тоже надо было немножко терпения, но я так сильно переживала, потому что это ограничение времени, это ты не видишь, не можешь поцеловать, обнять, ну, это очень многое значит. А сейчас, ну, когда уже вместе живем, мне кажется, как это и не бывало. Как вообще за секунду все прошло, целый год пришел за секунду.
I love it. That's awesome. Spasibo. All right, guys. Well, we love you and hope we just glad to have you part of the family. And like I said, you'll get to know other married couples, you know, in Dream Connections, big umbrella of couples, and have friends there. And we're just so happy for you. Congratulations on your wedding just 4 days ago. And welcome to the Dream Connections family of married couples. And we're just so happy for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.